Let's go ahead and
do the top 10.
do the top 10. So I was the person that chose the top 10. And let's just call this the Ruthless episode because this top 10.
You told me this. I was like, dang, Caysen, are we trying to get people fired?
Is the WWE wrestlers that should just leave the WWE and move on. They need
because it would be beneficial for them.
Yeah, that's what I was meaning by
not that we just want to get rid of them. We don't like them. That they're not doing much, and it doesn't seem like anything's going to happen.
There's nothing else they can do from where they are right now that would be impactful.
From our obviously our opinions. Yep. Our opinions. Obviously, we love everybody.
Of course, all these superstars I love. I think they're great. Some of them were.
It's just I want to see them do more, and it just doesn't seem like it's going to happen with WWE at this point.
Yeah,
they deserve better, and we know they can do better if given the chance.
Yeah. Definitely. All right, so let's go ahead and start here.
Number 10.
Number 10. Three, two, one. I said Tyler Bate.
I said Dakota Kai.
Dakota Kai makes sense.
Dakota Kai is just, I feel like she's hitting a ceiling.
Yep.
As much as you know, I'm a huge Damage Control fan. I'm a huge Dakota Kai fan. And I wish she would get the chance to prove her ability as a singles competitor. Yeah. I wish they would have put her in the Money in the Bank match. I think that was a missed opportunity, not giving her that chance to shine there.
Yeah.
Tyler Bate, yeah, I mean, he's insanely strong. He's got the skill.
Yeah. I did Tyler Bate because there's after his little tag team stuff going on with Pete Dunne.
Yeah, Tyler Bate, I think, is currently nursing an injury. That's why we haven't seen him.
Pete Dunne is on to his own things, and I just can't see those two getting back together.
Yeah.
I just can't see anything else going with him. I think that he should just set aside.
And it does feel like he's, especially because of this injury, he's getting lost in the rearview mirror of Pete Dunne, who is on a rise right now.
I can't see Pete Dunne bringing him up there with him as well after everything he's done. So, yeah. Now we're on number 9. Three, two, one. I said Giovanni Vinci.
I said Shayna Baszler.
Shayna Baszler is a really good one. I said Giovanni Vinci because I can't stop looking at him without thinking of Imperium.
Which I don't know why they didn't do a little storyline there with him and Ludwig Kaiser. You could have done something.
I feel like that was a missed opportunity. I also think that there's just nowhere we can go with him right now. He's just in a bad situation because everyone else is in their own rivalry. There's nowhere you can place him, in my opinion.
Because Shayna Baszler, I mean,
she has so much potential and talent. She was just being wasted.
We talked about this before.
Fusion, whatever.
Yeah. Back in 2020, I think she should have beaten Becky Lynch at WrestleMania for the title because she was unstoppable at that point. And at this point, she had her feud with Ronda that they were hoping was going to catapult her. It didn't really seem to work out.
Yeah.
Matches with Pure Fusion Collective, which at this point no one's really getting behind right now.
Mm-hmm. All right. 3. Oh, wait, hold on.
3, 2, 1.
Baron Corbin.
Said Sheamus.
That's a good one.
Sheamus because at this point with all the talent, especially all the young talent they have right now, I don't see them giving him another world title shot
me too.
Or chance.
I really don't.
But I think if he went to like TNA or something,
they could definitely use him in TNA.
He could do some real good work there.
I feel like he could lead one of the greatest factions in TNA history if he goes down there.
Yeah. You had Baron Corbin?
Yep, I did Baron Corbin. He made his name for himself in NXT, and then they just threw it away.
He reinvented himself.
And then they just threw it away.
He had killer programs with Braun Breaker as the Wolf Dogs, becoming NXT Tag Team Champions. And I honestly wish they would have kept him together, even just bringing him on the main roster a little bit.
Yeah.
For at least a few months. You could have done some tag team stuff there.
All right, we have number 7. Right? Number 7?
Number 7.
3, 2, 1. I said Ivar.
I said Kevin Owens.
Ooh, Kevin. Yeah, exactly. We were both talking about that earlier. I could definitely see them holding on to Kevin Owens for like later rivalries maybe. But with Ivar, first of all, great talent. The thing with Ivar is we haven't seen him in a while, and there's nothing to do with him right now.
Yeah. And with Kevin Owens, I mean, we know he's good in the ring. He's good on the mic. All around, he's a great professional wrestler. And I just think we're losing traction with him because there's just not a whole lot for him to do.
Yeah.
It's kind of just getting repetitive.
I can at least see him like getting like a break maybe.
Yeah.
But still, I just don't think that we're doing the right things with him. All right, number 6, 3, 2, 1, Cedric Alexander.
And AJ Styles.
AJ Styles, yep.
He could go anywhere and be a star.
He made his name for himself before he went to WWE.
I was a fan of him way before he was in WWE. I started watching wrestling when he was in TNA.
Yeah.
And I remember watching him a lot on there.
I could see him heading back to TNA.
TNA would be cool. I know he loved doing some stuff in Japan. And, like, to be completely honest, I think he would kill it in AEW.
Yeah.
Especially just with his kind of style. Cedric Alexander.
I've seen this guy ever since the Cruiserweight division.
Yeah.
He has a lot of potential, but with where he is right now, there's nowhere we can use him.
Here's what I said. I say I'd like him to see him leave WWE. And because he is at this point, he is the last remaining member of the original Hurt Business left in WWE.
It's true.
If he leaves, then wherever, TNA, AEW, wherever, I would love to see a Hurt Business reunion. Him, Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, and MVP.
I could definitely see that in AEW.
I would love to see that, and I think the fans would love that too.
Yeah, I'd love to see that in AEW. That's like the perfect place you can put him in. There's like so many like teams, I guess, or like just like people in general that would fit so much better in AEW just because their persona fits in that kind of place.
Number 5.
Number 5. Oh, why'd I erase mine? I didn't even show you all this. What am I doing?
3, 2, 1.
Apollo Crews.
Baron Corbin.
Apollo Crews.
Former Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah. With Apollo Crews, they had a lot of potential for him, but then they just dropped the ball so quickly, and then now they just use him as a jobber now.
Yeah.
Like what I said before, he's like the perfect like
They're
debut.
definitely using him as like an enhancement talent to
Yeah.
help people like Giovanni Vinci work and help his character.
Definitely.
Stuff like that.
I feel like the best moments of his career was with the Titus O'Neil and their little team that they had there. I loved that group. What was their name?
I don't remember.
Was it like Primetime something? Whatever. This one might be a little crazy take.
Whoa, crazy.
3, 2, 1. Number 4.
Cedric Alexander.
Santos Escobar.
We haven't seen him in a while.
Exactly. We haven't seen him that much. I feel like it wasn't a smart move. Or at least it wasn't a smart move to use him early on after he went to SmackDown. Because, first of all, I feel like there could definitely be some stuff of him in Judgment Day, him in LWO, him in Final Testament. Just putting him in SmackDown, I feel like they're just kind of filling a gap with him there, and now they're actually not doing anything with him.
Yeah.
I could definitely see him being in AEW. Number 3.
3, 2, 1.
OC.
Johnny Gargano.
So Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, I put them in the same little thing there. Because, first of all...
Kind of in the same boat with AJ Styles.
Yeah.
You know, they kind of made a name for themselves outside of WWE before they got there.
And also, like, I feel like they had a huge downgrade going back to NXT.
Yeah, again, they're just kind of just helping enhance those younger guys.
Yeah.
Which I guess there's nothing wrong with that.
But I don't think that's what they want.
Yeah.
I really don't think that's what they want. I think they want.
I think they
still got
some potential to put on some banger storylines. I had Johnny Gargano.
Yep.
We've seen the potential and the kind of matches he can put on in NXT.
I feel like I really want to see him back at a singles competitor.
Yeah, I'd love to see that same Johnny Gargano we saw in NXT on the main roster. And if they're not going to let him, then let him go do it somewhere else where he can really put on some.
Him and
real good
Tommaso
performances.
Ciampa, both of those guys should just go back to being singles. Don't even if they want to, they can have a rivalry of those two, like the training.
See, I really think they could be the next Shawn Michaels and Triple H, where they can be teammates when they need to be, but they can be bitter rivals when they need to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of like a Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn story.
Like we both know from our match reviews that both of those guys, they can make a banger match happen.
Mm-hmm.
Same with like Adam Cole.
Bye-bye.
Like he should. I don't understand why why he left WWE.
Well, I know at the time his girlfriend was there at AEW.
Yeah.
And a lot of his, and like the WWE, if they were, I guess the plan was when they were going to bring him to the main roster, they were going to just make him a manager.
Oh.
And he was not about that. So
Yeah.
I think it was like,
but
I think he was also kind of getting tired of NXT because he just felt like, he was telling all the stories he could.
yeah,
I mean, he did everything. So he was like, the only thing left is I'm only going to stay if you put me on the main roster. And the only way they were going to use him on the main roster, I guess, was as a manager.
So
he wasn't going to do it.
First of all, he needs to come back because the person that was going to put him in that position is no longer
there.
in charge.
And we know Triple H is those were his guys. Because that was before Shawn Michaels kind of took over.
Yeah.
So that time,
that's when Triple H was in charge of NXT, right?
Him, Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, all those guys, those were Triple H's guys.
Yeah.
Working on NXT.
So, I feel like, first of all, if him and his group came back to Undisputed Era,
Undisputed Era,
I would
love to
of them
see it.
came back to WWE, we could see so much.
I have to believe at some point they are. Because, they were all growing up as wrestling fans.
Yeah.
So surely they have that dream of working a WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Surely they have that, I want to do it at least once. So I think we will see them again in the WWE ring.
I really hope we do. And also, like we were saying before, they could definitely do a lot more now in this current era than what they could have done whenever they left.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Number 2.
3, 2, 1. Shinsuke Nakamura.
I went ahead and just put Tommaso Ciampa. We kind of just touched on it already.
Yeah. Shinsuke Nakamura, first of all, he's crazy. He's good. He's amazing. First, he even was in a main event at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And then, just like that, he's after his rivalry with Seth Rollins, which I'm be honest with you, was not even good of a rivalry, is gone.
It's gone.
It's gone. And we don't even
I
see
know
much
he
from
worked a little bit on a couple of live events when they were in Japan. He was wrestling AJ Styles, but I mean he hasn't been seen on TV in forever.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just with him, I feel like he could do so much more somewhere else.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. He could definitely be a face of the company. They just got to give him that chance.
Chance.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. AJ Styles.
Number 1, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Both of us touched on them already.
Shinsuke Nakamura, there's just... I think it was a missed decision. I think we look back now, he should have beaten AJ Styles at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
The fact that Shinsuke Nakamura has never been world champion is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. He had everything.
But at this point, I just don't... I think we've waited too long, and I don't see a scenario where he's going to win a world title.
Yeah.
In WWE.
They should have like... Even before he had Sami Zayn as a manager, he should have been pushed way before that.
Yeah. Like, he won the Royal Rumble.
He should have been...
He should have won the world title at that WrestleMania. He could have still turned heel and still been champion.
He should have been that guy that would be, as soon as he's out in NXT, go ahead and rise all the way up to the top.
Yeah. Yeah.
He definitely could have done it, and they just didn't let him. Like Finn Balor. Like, they did that with Finn Balor as soon as he got out of NXT. They push him to be the first ever Universal Champion
For one day.
And then they never put him back there
He
since.
never won it again.
But Triple H is also smart and still using Finn Balor in great ways.
That whole scenario of Finn Balor never winning it back has made for some good storytelling.
Yeah.
Because he uses that every time. Last year when he was in a program with Seth Rollins, that was the whole point. He's like,
SummerSlam.
You're the one that cost me that title. You injured me, and I never got it back.
I really thought Finn Balor was going to win that match, to be honest with you.
It was close.
It was close. Maybe that's a match we could review someday.
Yeah.